Hi, this is Sophia, and I would like to introduce you to the Wald wiki. This is going to hopefully take the place of the wet paint wiki that we had previously been using. It will not take place of the Wald combat wiki, however, but this is the main page, and what I'd like to do with this video is give you a short tutorial about what's on this website and how you can edit it so that you can participate and join in the fun. So if the main wurmwald.org website is the official Shire website, then this is going to be the Shire playground where anyone can join in and start an account and create pages and contribute to our virtual Shire. So here we are. I am not currently logged in, and you can either create an account if you don't have one already. It takes maybe 30 seconds, or log in. And so you'll see there's my email address, and it asks for my password. So now I'm in, and basically all the content that you could see here is going to be visible to the public even if you're not logged in, but you can see you'll be able to edit if you do things, and you'll see the link to the combat wiki goes directly to that page. We still have the events calendar and rideshare board. I'm going to go back. That's where we can all kind of figure out who's going to which event, and if you scroll down you'll see this sidebar here, and that's going to be a page that we can edit to and contribute as we collect pages for our site and sort of organize the order in which we want the pages to appear. So this is something that we can edit, where you see edit the sidebar. But we have a who's who of Wald, and right now this content is still just copied and pasted from wet paint, so all these links still go back to the profile pages that were created in wet paint. And as time goes on, hopefully we'll get those transported over here. If you want to go ahead and move yours, you're welcome to. But just to give you a very quick demonstration of how to create a page, I thought I would go to the cooking page, which is under Arts and Sciences. And you can see that on this page we have links. And like I said, I just copied and pasted this all entirely from wet paint so far. So all of these links still go back to wet paint, which you might be able to see if you look down in the this at the very bottom of the page. You'll see the link direct to wetpaint.com. Now what we can do is if we want to correct this and say I'm going to go ahead and move the Sakanja bin page over, what I'm going to do is go to create a page. So this will create a new page in our PBworks wiki. I'm going to title it Sakanja bin, create page, and the computer's going to think la da da. Okay, now we are in an editable screen that you can see. It's like editing any sort of text document. A lot of these icons and buttons should look fairly familiar. Now what I'm going to do, since I'm going to cheat, I already have this open in wet paint, so I'm just going to copy all of the content that I have down here and then paste it in here. And there we have this recipe. Now all you have to do to actually finish creating the page is hit save. And now we have this page. And if I wanted to go back and kind of patch up, basically the reason why it doesn't appear the same after you save it from after you save it to seeing it is because of I'm thinking it's something to do with transferring it from wet paint over into PBworks, but it's easy enough just to kind of tinker around with it. But the final step after we create a page is that we want to actually create some sort of link to that page. So going back to our cooking page, we will edit this page, and I'll show you how to fix a link. Now usually if there's already a link there, you can wave your hand over it. Sometimes it'll tell you if there's an option to remove a link or edit a link. But what you can do is select text and then go up to this button that has a picture of the globe and a little chain. Click on that and it'll say insert link. and we don't want it to go to the wet paint anymore. So we'll hit this scroll bar and we'll say PBworks page, because the page now exists, so we can then select it from this menu, Sakonjabin, and then it's going to link directly to our new recipe. So that is how you edit and add a link in a page. And next I'm going to show you really quickly how to add up some multimedia. So let's go into the Who's Who page and say I wanted to add some more pictures. We've got one picture here, but I will just go ahead and edit this, and you'll see that this screen comes up. Now, I already have some pictures that I could add here. I'm just going to scroll down. Now you see on the right here where it says insert links. You can just insert a link easily that way. I probably did it the hard way a minute ago, but if you click over to images and files, then you can upload a file, and I'm going to click on this picture of Braun. I think this was taken at our last May Day celebration. And so now it exists over here in our list. So I can just click on it and it'll insert it. But it's kind of large, so what I can do is click on it. It'll give me these boxes. I can shrink it up a little bit. And now it's still sitting kind of awkward at the bottom of the page. So I can right click on it, click Image Properties, and I could create a border. I like to give, a little bit of space horizontally and vertically so that if you do have text next to it, it's not going to be right at the edge of the text, but you'll see a little bit of a space there. Now we can align it so that it's somewhere on the page. Let's put it on the right and click OK. Now we can move it up so that it's sitting, and basically once you have it somewhere or other, you can kind of play around with it. And if I wanted to, say, have it over here and then readjust it so that it's on the left, I could try it that way. And then we have something else on our page here. And it's always fun to have pictures. So anyway, that is how you can do that. Now also really quickly, I'd like to go ahead, I'm going to hit save here. And finally I want to show you one more thing, and that's how to upload a video. So we're getting into some multimedia stuff. And our Music Guild content already has some pictures. So let's go back to Arts and Sciences in general. We're going to hit Edit. Now, there is a function here called Insert Plugin. You click on that. It can say Video and Photo. And you get the choice of uploading a video or creating a photo slideshow or a YouTube video. So basically all we need to do is go to YouTube and get our embed code. And fortunately, I happen to have some embed code right here already open on my page. This is from the Newcomers Moot that when we performed Santa Maria with the Music Guild. So I'm just copying and pasting that right in here, and that's going to save us a lot of space on our wiki, so we can have a lot more than the original 2 gigabytes of storage that our wiki comes with. But we click OK, and like with the photos, we can adjust some of the properties for the image. We can align it to the right or to the left, and this way we actually have a video on our Arts and Sciences page. And it doesn't show up in the edit screen, but when you hit save, it still kind of presents, it doesn't quite format it quite the way I expected. But now you can see how it works. It can be moved around, possibly. But that gives you the idea how to go about this, and the rest of it is just a matter of sort of playing around with it, I guess. But anyway, that is the end of our presentation. And okay, we'll try readjusting it. Okay, now hit save. Okay, well, you know, there's going to be some tinkering, but at least, if nothing else, you see how this is done, and anytime you want to, you can go ahead and start creating your own pages and contributing to our our PBWorks wiki. Thank you.